Paul talks about this all the way through his letters. It's hard to think of a letter where Paul doesn't reference in some way or another his suffering. If you think in Philippians 3, Paul talks about suffering as the privilege of experiencing and sharing in the sufferings of Christ, so that he can think and dream about sharing in the power of his resurrection. And so for Paul, suffering was close intimacy with and deep personal relationship with Christ. It wasn't a fiction. He really was, as he suffered, enjoying a level of intimacy with Christ that apart from that suffering, he would not have enjoyed. Another way that Paul talks about this is at the end of 2 Corinthians. 3 times Paul prayed, "Take this thorn away from me," the thorn in the flesh that he refers to. But the answer that he got was far better than having the thorn taken away. The Lord said to him, "My grace is sufficient for you. When you are weak, then you are strong, for my strength is perfected in your weakness." And so Paul was able to minister not out of his own giftings, not out of his own strength, but out of his own weakness and in the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, which is much stronger, as Paul says at the beginning of 1 Corinthians, than any earthly power. And so Paul gained real experience, real intimacy, and real power in mission and ministry through the experience that he had of suffering.